My name's Kevin Young. I became involved with cardiac athletes. In 2004, I found out that I had what they called a bicuspid aortic valve, which basically is a congenital heart defect. And I was told at that point that at some point I would probably need surgery to replace the valve. In 2007, I was told that I was going to need that replacement. I've been an endurance athlete for many years before that took place, and when I was told that I was going to finally need surgery, I was scared, anxious, nervous about what I was going to be able to do after that. You know, would I be able to return to marathons? Would I be able to return to doing Ironman triathlons, which I also did?
Some people were asking
Dave's talking over you. In 2007, my aortic valve got to the point where the regurgitation of the blood back into the left ventricle got so severe that the doctors recommended at that point that I needed to have the valve replaced. I've been an endurance athlete for such a long period of time, I became very nervous about what I could do after that. And it was such a big part of my life to be doing marathons and Ironman triathlons that I didn't want to lose that part of my life. So I started doing web searches, trying to find anybody out there that had gone through that surgery and had done an Ironman or done a marathon after they had gone through that kind of surgery. I couldn't find anybody. I finally came across cardiacathletes.org and came across a great group of people. It gave me great comfort and everything, but at that stage of cardiac athletes back in 2007, there still wasn't anybody that had done an Ironman after having open heart surgery. So I kind of was the first person to kind of go after an Ironman after having open heart surgery from cardiac athletes. I had my surgery in June of 2007. Went through a rehab process that I wasn't sure how to go through a rehab process, because rehab processes for cardiac patients aren't the same as for the average day person to me, who was an athlete before. So as I built up my training on my own, basically, to get back to where I wanted to be, 7 months after my open heart surgery, I did finish the Miami Marathon, which was a little nervous and nerve-wracking to do because, I had nobody to base on whether or not this was safe. Was it smart? Could you do this after that point? I did that, and then with that, I gained a lot of confidence of what you can do, that there weren't as many limitations as thought to be after having a valve replaced. So I set my goals out for later that summer to do an Ironman. And in 2008, just a little over a year after having my open heart surgery, I completed Ironman Wisconsin. 4 weeks after that, since I was in great shape, I decided I'm going to go do a marathon. Went up to Twin Cities, ran a marathon, and qualified for Boston, which I was quite proud of. 4 weeks after an Ironman, just a little over a year after open heart surgery, I ran a 3:15 marathon and qualified for Boston. And went on from there to run Boston a couple times since, lower my personal best in the marathon since. I've ran my best marathon since having open heart surgery and having my valve replaced. So I think what this group has given me is the inspiration and hope that you can continue on and still reach some great heights in your athletic endeavors. So that's what Cardiac Athletes is all about.